Okay, this is from worksheet 10-4, which is going over pyramids and cones. We're going to find the lateral surface area, total surface area, and volume for both of those figures, pyramids and cones. So we're going to start with number one. We're looking for lateral surface area first. So let's look at lateral surface area. What is the equation for lateral surface area of a pyramid? It is 1/2 P times L. P stands for perimeter of the base. In this example, the base is a square, so 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, or 8 times 4 is 32. L stands for slant height. Slant height is the distance from the top down the edge of one of the sides. That was a terrible drawing. Let's try again. Down one of the edges. It wasn't too bad either. To find the distance going up the side. So how would we do this? Well, we know that 10 is this thing right here, what we call the height. This is part of the base, but it's not the whole base. We know that if this is 8, we're going to say that this is half the base, so 8 divided by 2, which is 4. And this is always true for any square pyramid or a rectangular pyramid. So how do I do slant height? Well, if this is 10, this is 4, I have a right triangle, so I can do Pythagorean theorem. 4 squared plus 10 squared is equal to x squared, or L squared, slant height. 4 squared is 16, 10 squared is 100, 16 plus 100 is 116. How do you get rid of squared? You take the square root, so we end up getting x, or slant height L, being 10.77 round to the tenths, 10.8. Okay, now that we have all three pieces of the information, multiply these together. 1/2 times 32 times 10.8 gives us 172.8, and that is lateral surface area. Total surface area. To find total surface area, the equation is 1/2 PL plus big B. 1/2 PL, oh, I can erase this. We already know what 1/2 PL is. We just found it. It's 172.8 plus big B. Big B, well, let's put it down here. Big B is the area of the base. It's a square, which is also a rectangle, so base times height, which is 8 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64, so big B is 64. Add these two together, we end up getting 236.8, and that is total surface area. Volume is the last piece, and volume, the equation for volume of a pyramid is 1/3 big B times h. Big B, we already found that to be 64. H stands for the height, which we said was 10. Multiply all of these together. 1/3 times 64 times 10. We get 213.333333 round to tenths, 0.3. So 213.3. Next problem. Again, this is very similar to what we just did. In this case, this is a cone, not a pyramid, but they are very similar. We're going to start first with lateral surface area. So lateral surface area of a cone is pi r L. R is radius, which, oh, we don't know it yet. I do know the height. I do know L, which is slant height, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. But we don't know radius. So how do I find radius? Well, this is a right triangle, so we can do Pythagorean theorem. So I'm going to actually go ahead and call that r. So r squared plus 12 squared is equal to 13 squared. R squared plus 144 is equal to 169. Subtract 144 from both sides. you end up getting 25. To get rid of the square, you take the square root. The square root of 25 is 5, and that's our radius. Let's multiply these together. 5 times 13 is 65. Let's go ahead and leave in terms of pi 65 pi. Next is total surface area. Total surface area, SA, is equal to, on a cone, pi r L plus pi r squared. Well, we already know what pi r L is. Pi r L is 65 pi. Plus pi, radius is 5, we said. 5 squared. So we have 65 pi plus 5 squared is 25. Keep your pi. 65 plus 25 is 90. And tag along your pi. So we get 90 pi. And this is, again, in terms of pi. Last one, volume. Volume on a cone is just like the pyramid, 1/3 big B times h. The hard part is big B. Well, big B again stands for area of the base. On a cone, the base is a circle, so it's pi r squared. Radius is 5, which we just did. So 5 squared is 25 pi. So we get 1/3 times 25 pi. And height is 12. Multiply all these together. 12 times 25 times 1/3, and we get 100 pi, and this is in terms of pi. Next question. Again, it's a cone. In this case, it gives us a radius and the height, but it doesn't tell us L for slant height. So let's find the lateral surface area again. Lateral surface area, oh, just checking. Lateral surface area is on a cone, pi r L. Okay, well, we know what radius is already, 9. L is slant height, but we don't know it, but we can use a right triangle, so Pythagorean theorem, to find it. So 9 squared plus 12 squared is equal to, I'm going to go and call it L. 9 squared is 81, 12 squared is 144, equals L squared. 81 plus 144 is 225. Square root of 225 to get L by itself is 15. Okay, so we know slant height is 15. Let's plug that in. 15 times 9 is 135. Tag along your pi, and this is in terms of pi. Next, let's find total surface area. Total surface area for a cone would be, just like before, pi r L plus 2 pi, no, not 2, pi r squared. Pi r L we already did, it's 135 pi. Radius is 9, so 135 pi plus 9 squared is 81 pi. 135 plus 81 is 216, so we get 216 pi for total surface area. Next we have volume. Volume again is 1/3 big B times h. Big B is area of the base, which, since it's a cone, is a circle, so area of a circle is pi r squared. Radius is 9, 9 squared is 81, so we get 81 pi. The height is 12, so we have 81 times 12 times 1/3, and we get 324 pi.